What you're about to witness is real police interrogation footage. A Grammy-nominated rapper accused of robbery, assault, and theft faces seasoned Miami detectives. But instead of cracking under pressure, he turns the tables and shows exactly how not to break during police questioning. The outcome will shock you.
If y'all had proof of me robbing somebody, we wouldn't even be talking. Y'all would have cuffed me, I would be charged with it. That's what I know, bro.
This is the story of how Jonathan Kirk, better known as DaBaby, walked out of a potential 15-year prison sentence completely free. January 2020, Miami Beach. The rising rap star was scheduled to perform at a local nightclub for $30,000. But when the venue owner handed him only $20,000, claiming financial problems, what happened next would land Kirk in handcuffs within hours. According to the victim, Kirk exploded in rage. Multiple punches to the face, followed by a brutal beatdown from his entire crew. The man was knocked unconscious, robbed of his phone, credit card, and $80 cash before being left bloodied on the pavement. The only evidence: this grainy CCTV footage showing shadowy figures attacking someone outside the venue. Kirk fled in a black SUV, but made a critical mistake. He returned to his hotel. Police were waiting. Surrounded by detectives and the victims themselves, Kirk was escorted to Miami PD. He was told this was just questioning, part of an ongoing investigation. But seasoned detectives had one goal: break him down and get a confession.
Your full name? Come on.
Would you want to go through? This is just a formality. Just tell name, date of birth, and all that stuff.
What the detectives didn't expect was Kirk's first move. He immediately invoked his right to remain silent, refusing to even state his name. But in a shocking twist, he waived his right to an attorney. Most legal experts would call this suicide. Never talk without a lawyer. But Kirk was gambling everything on his ability to outsmart two experienced homicide detectives, using nothing but street intelligence. The detectives started simple. Where were you? What happened? Who was involved? Kirk's response was calculated perfection.
The incident occurred at the hotel, 1500 Southwest First Avenue, that you were there for. Correct?
What incident?
An incident. You had an altercation with somebody?
No.
You did. Did you have any business dealing with somebody?
No.
You did.
No.
So somebody didn't bring you $20,000 in front of the hotel in your SUV?
No. Somebody bring $20,000 that wasn't theirs and lied to them and told them it was for an event of theirs on the 31st. And lied to them. That person, once he realized they were doing bad business, said nah and left for his $20,000.
Okay, so you didn't count?
And got my contact information to do business the right way. That's what happened.
Well, what time was this, sir?
I don't know. Every time they told us. Whatever time the camera showed me not robbing no damn body that time.
Kirk claimed his manager was negotiating with a shady promoter for a different venue called Cafe Iguana Pines. When he realized they were dealing with stolen money and suspicious people, he walked away from the entire deal. No argument, no violence, no crime. But the detectives weren't buying it. They had CCTV footage of his vehicle at the exact location during the exact time of the assault. They pressed harder. Then Kirk played his ace card, the wealth defense.
Common sense. You know what I made to even be down here? A promoter booked me at that hotel. I didn't pay to be at the hotel. I was paid for. You'd let me on my room, you would have saw close to $250,000 cash, legally, hard-earned money. I don't gotta take nothing from nobody, bro.
So let me ask you this.
I will go outside of here right now and throw $10,000 in the air. Like, I do not care about no money. I don't, bro.
Was there an argument?
No, it was an argument. I didn't argue with a soul. My voice was never raised. It was never aggressive language from me. None of that.
Was there a fight?
None of that. No, I didn't see no fight. Man, nothing was taken. We shouldn't be in no robbery, bro. So when y'all get done doing what y'all doing, y'all need to do y'all job. Y'all need to follow y'all process. Y'all need to arrest whoever gave y'all these false allegations, bro. This is bullshit.
Kirk revealed he had nearly $250,000 in cash sitting in his hotel room. Hard-earned, legal money. His logic was bulletproof. Why would someone making $30,000 deals on a Tuesday rob someone for $80 and an iPhone? The detectives realized they were losing ground. This wasn't some amateur criminal they could intimidate. This was someone who understood the game better than they did. But Kirk wasn't done. He began attacking the investigation itself.
Yeah, you came back to the concierge, the counter.
Yeah.
Where were you coming from at that point?
Prime, whatever. I went to eat. I went to get some food.
Where is that?
I don't remember.
You don't know?
No.
How'd you get there?
In the car.
What kind of car? Was it a car you drove? Somebody else drove?
Uber, bro.
A Uber?
Yeah.
What kind of car was it? Small car, SUV, truck? What?
I don't know. Let's talk about what matters.
That's why we're here.
Let's talk about what y'all need to get me about this stuff. When I'm driving in the car, when I went to go eat, what time I went, that don't got nothing to do with the fact I ain't robbed a damn soul. Me, nobody around me, ain't nobody robbing nobody.
Let's take the word robbery out of the picture.
So while we here, we taking the word robbery out of the picture. Y'all are robbery. This is robbery. That's the second word he said. That's the second word he said when he came in here. Robbery. Come on, bro.
Okay, listen.
He told me he asked to question me about a robbery when I walked in my hotel. Robbery. I had every answer to the question he needed right there. Whoa, that ain't it. That's false. Okay. Throw that out the window. We talking about robbery, bro. It's nothing for me to talk about. I didn't rob.
So do you think that we just woke up this morning and decided to just...
I think y'all got a phone call from somebody that's already a liar. I know they're a liar. Got a phone call from somebody that's a liar and y'all bought it. Y'all believed it. Y'all got me in here and y'all put me in handcuffs. Brought me outside the hotel in handcuffs, cameras and shit all on me. Come on, bro. This shit is bad for what I got going on. And I ain't even do shit to that, man.
Kirk delivered a masterclass in interrogation psychology. His point was devastating. If police had solid evidence of him committing robbery, he'd be in a cell with charges filed, not sitting in an interrogation room being asked questions. He was absolutely right. Interrogations happen when police need confessions because their evidence is weak.
About criminals, when I do business, it's legally binded. It's legally binded. Everything I do, you have to sign a contract. You got to sign a contract.
Okay,
it's
so
a contract right now.
The whole incident happened and nothing went wrong. Nothing happened. There was no... There was no fight, there was no scuffle, there was no...
I ain't fighting nobody. But y'all know it's too much. Y'all know too many lies. You get what I'm saying? That's why y'all got to move backwards like that, bro. Like,
you're saying that they're lies, but you don't know what we have done.
Okay.
If they could prove his guilt, they wouldn't need his words.
I know if y'all had proof of me robbing somebody, we wouldn't even be talking. Y'all would have cuffed me. I would be charged with it. That's what I know, bro. That's what I know. I ain't no fool.
Your side of the story.
My side of the story is I ain't done that. I don't have a side of the story. I ain't done nothing to nobody, bro.
So that's what I was
and before something could be done to me,
happened, right?
and before something could be done to me, I realized I was dealing with bad business. And I
Why do you say it was bad business?
What?
Why do you say it was bad business?
I already told y'all that. You want to wind this? You want to wind it, bro? I already told y'all, bro. My story not going to come out different no matter how many times I say it, bro. It's not, bro. It's right here. So you press stop and rewind and play, it's going here. Why I said it was bad business, bro. Come on, bro. This nigga blowing my phone up all day all night. He needed my help for his event. he already was in deep water because he's already doing, and I see why, he's already doing bad business. You see what I'm saying? He has an event that wasn't going to go as planned. He needed me to make up for that. He needed me to cover his ass, so he brought in another person, lied to him, swindled him. He thinking he coming to book me for a whole different event, and they tricking him, got him paying me to come do a walk through the night. Come on, bro. He niggas full of shit. And matter of fact, check them cameras. Y'all got crime scene investigation unit out there, check the cameras. See him meet up with somebody else in the lobby. Ask him, hey, who's that? Ask him. Follow up on what I'm telling y'all.
That's what we're trying to do.
At the end of the day, I would expect people to act on common sense anyway.
Frustrated and outmaneuvered, the detectives tried their final tactic. They left Kirk alone in the room, hoping isolation and anxiety would crack his resolve. This technique breaks most suspects. Sitting alone, facing potential decades in prison, most people panic and start talking when detectives return. But Kirk? He fell asleep. This man was so confident in his position, so sure he'd outplayed the system, that he took a nap while facing 15 years in prison. When detectives returned hours later, they'd given up on getting a confession.
But Kirk refused to cooperate even with that. He told them to let the hotel handle his stuff. He was facing 15 years in prison, a $10,000 fine, plus additional battery charges. The stakes couldn't be higher. 48 hours later, Kirk walked out of Miami-Dade County Jail a free man. Without his confession, without witnesses, with only grainy CCTV footage that showed nothing definitive. Prosecutors had nothing. 2 months later, all charges were officially dropped. Kirk never spent another day in custody for this incident.